Nope. Of
Okay, thank you so much.
course. All right, so that's gone. That's gone. I had to do support tickets. Okay. So when I'm in, so I got the greeting set up now, and I found out that I had to go in and edit all of the extensions. And so let me show you the settings she told me about, and then I'll need you to go through all the others. Most of them are close, they just need to be tweaked.
Okay.
So she showed me to go into edit, and then there's two places to edit. One is up here in view details, where for instance, I need to change my pin to 1616 because I want all the pins to be set the same. And then Mountain Standard Time for us. Some of them aren't set that way. And then the other place is here at edit. And this should be set to, she said 25 seconds, but I went ahead and did 30 seconds.
Okay.
This forwarding number for the agent should be their cell phone number off of that roster. And then you can add an email address. And so their email address off the roster should go here. And I'm going to add 2 for me because of the Colorado Property Pros. And then once that's done, I can save and close. She said the other thing we can check is under options. It should say this third one, it should say, please hold while we connect your call. I think that's what it's defaulting, so you may not have to change that on them.
Okay.
So I've done the first 5. And so when we go into the agents, we need to verify that it's got their cell phone number and that it's got their
Email.
email. And then I'm going to check. Yeah, she's on Eastern time, so we'll need to change to Mountain. And then let's make sure the pin is 1616.
Okay. So Carrie, for their forwarding calling number, right? I mean,
Uh-huh.
I should be able to get it right. Or I mean, how do I say this? The number that is showed upon their details, that should be the one that is supposed to be on the call forwarding numbers, right?
Yeah, and it should be the one on
On the Google Sheet too.
the Google Sheet. Yeah, it should be the one on their name on the agent
Okay.
roster. Mhm.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I just wanted to make it clear. I don't want to mess it up. It's so crucial.
Yeah, and it looks like you've done most of them correctly. The ones that were really mixed up were the ones I did, which were these, where I had to go in and put the forwarding number of the staff member. But I noticed a few of them, I think because I hadn't set the time zone for the main number, it defaulted to whatever the system defaulted, which was Eastern Standard Time. So we'll want to go and change those. And so I think just work your way through them. I did go in and delete. Oops, here's another one. So this is an agent that's not with us anymore. So when we delete them, I got to go into view details and then just delete the extension, she said. But I thought I'd gotten all of the agents that have left, but that was one I missed. So
Okay.
yeah, so if you can just work through these. And then I thought I would get to check the Etsy stuff this morning, but let me look while we're on the Zoom call real quick. Let's see. You're in Canva.
Yep.
So it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one, if you could change out, oh, you've got,
It's 169.
oh, shoot. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's why I mean I don't want you to misunderstood that for this for my shift I was doing all of the templates. Just that's the reason why, because for a certain design it contains of 169, and then the one that I'm working on right now it contains 56 designs. So yeah.
Okay. The only thing I would say, and I appreciate you doing that, you have no idea how much time you're saving me.
No worries, Carrie. I mean, me
Is
and Clement, we've been working on it too.
Yeah, and that's great. And I so appreciate it. I would say if you could get rid of that photo.
Carrie, yeah, I totally did it. If you could go back to Canva, I mean, I don't think this one is the right postcard. I think this is just a copy. If you can
Okay,
go back to Canva, please. I think it's above. Okay, there. The second one. That
this
one.
one.
Yep. I think that's the edited and updated one.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and delete the one that you don't think is right.
Okay.
And yeah, this looks great. And just so you know, I am not a person who tends to really oversee people. And what I mean by that is I trust that when I give you something, you're working on it. And if it takes a while, because of course I can't see that there's 169, I don't think twice about it, because it's not like I'm not sitting here thinking, well, why isn't she done yet? Because can you imagine if I had to find the time to do this?
Yeah, I totally understand, Carrie. I just want to make things clear to
Yeah.
you.
No, it's great. And actually, yesterday Denise had Clement do some video editing, and she was so happy with it. I asked her to put a note out to the other agents in our internal communication system, telling them how much she liked it. And I said, yeah, I've got to do some recording. I've been using, she says, I have to figure out how to use the admin, real estate admin VA. And I said, yeah, I've been using Angeline quite a lot, but not Clement, because I've had a bunch of branding work to do. She goes, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. So that's the challenge we're having right now. I have a meeting with the agents on Friday of trying to educate them, and me too, right, on what all you guys are capable of doing. I even have a meeting with my staff today because we were talking about hiring another person this summer. And instead, I told them that I think some of the stuff that we need done in peak season, we really should look to you two instead of hiring another full-time staff member that then I have to worry about in the winter, because a lot of our stuff cycles. And so we're meeting about that here in about 20 minutes. So we're slow getting out of the gate, but I know as we get used to each other and frankly understand all the capability the two of you have, there'll be more. And I appreciate your patience, but you're saving me a ton of time by doing this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carrie. I also appreciate your trust. I mean, not everyone do that. For my how many years of experience, I've always been micromanaged, and it doesn't make me any productive at all.
No, it doesn't. And,
Yeah.
one of the reasons I went with Stealth Agent is I got the impression that the people that work with Stealth um, have typically been doing virtual assistant work for a while. They're not new. And so I felt like there could be a level of trust there, because I don't have the time or the ability or desire to really micromanage somebody. I don't do that with my staff. I don't do that with my agents, and I don't want to do that with you guys. And so I just really appreciate it.
Yeah, me too, Carrie. You don't know how much I appreciate you, to be honest. Yeah, I love the things that I do for you, actually.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I'll get better. It's such a shift when you're used to having to do it all yourself. And again, you guys come with capability that I don't even know what your backgrounds are completely, that until you're working on something, I'm going, oh man, she's really good at that. You know?
I'm hoping that that you can have that impression on me soon.
Yeah, so that's been my impression so far. So anyways, I think that's it for today's call, if you're okay with that. I
Okay.
would say just keep plugging along. I've got a couple things I need to get organized to pass you to, but nothing's super hot right now. I would say these things that you're working on for me, like the templates and Grasshopper and stuff like that, is probably a higher on my list. And then once we're through with the templates, I'll try to go through them and see if there's anything that I need to tweak. Because some of the language in the letters I may tweak a tad, but I may not. That's why I bought the templates. And then I'll have you upload them to a different system that will be doing the automatic mail outs for me. But we'll do that once we're through with all the templates.
Okay. Got it. So for now, I'll just have to go through Grasshopper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think
then
it's mostly correct. I think it's just a few tweaks on each of the accounts. You make sure that the pin is all set the same. And, they can always go in and change their own pin. The thing is, most of these agents won't use the system hardly at all. And so if I don't keep it simple, then, 3 months from now, when they're like, what's my pin? I just want to be able to tell them it will always be the same as the combination to get into the office. One number to remember.
yeah, that would be helpful actually.
Yeah, so that's why I'm setting it that way, because that's how they get into the office. So,
Carrie, I do have a question. Um, yeah, for the templates you see, there are two logos actually, right? A Realty One Group, Apex, and then the Colorado Property Pros. Are those two things different, or those two companies belongs to you and
uh,
Owen?
yes and yes.
Wow, so
Okay,
you do have
so
lots of companies, I guess.
I'll explain. So every agent that is in our company belongs to Realty One Group Apex. That's our brokerage name. But then they're allowed to brand themselves
Oh,
or their team. And so, like I've got an agent who it's him and his wife, they use the name On the Rock Real Estate Group. I've got another agent that goes by K Hogan Homes. I have one that goes by um, Blue Door Real Estate Services. So they may use their name, they may use a team name. So Owen and I use the Colorado Property Pros as our team branding. And so we have to have Realty One Group Apex somewhere on every piece, but then the other logo will always be our team. So I think you've done them right. It looks like most everything you've got. Um, so there's probably a back side of that.
yeah, because sometimes I'm kind of confused on what logo to use. Should I use the Colorado one or the Realty One Group? But so far for the postcards, I've been using the Colorado since it has your name and Owens.
Yeah, I would tend to use the Colorado Property Pros the most. And
Okay.
then I would tend to use the brokerage logo wherever our return address is, or at the bottom, or someplace not so central, but yet the state rules require that they be, if for somebody had a complaint, that they know who to go to. So in our case, we're the owners too, but if we weren't the owners and somebody didn't like the way we did business, then in a electronic ad, they have to get to the brokerage name within a click, or on a piece of mail out, it has to be somewhere on the mail out in one location. Just one is all.
Oh, okay, got it. So for example, for that kind of template, how do you feel about putting two logos? Does that work for you, or you prefer only one?
Where the, how do I get to the back pay? Oh, here, I flip it. Okay, just sold. How do I flip it? Because I'm sure there's a front and a back.
Oh, for the back page of that one?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I haven't thought about it. I don't think so.
See, I think on this one, I would tend to do the Colorado Property Pros up here. And then I
Okay.
would tend to put this toward the bottom, like down here.
Okay.
Um, if you want to do, like one or two, do a couple and then ask me to take a look at them. Or send me a link via text or, WhatsApp, then I'll take a look and give you a little bit of feedback, because I kind of have generally looked at these, but I haven't looked at them in great detail. So like
Okay.
this is fine. I think I would just tend to see if we can crunch this down and put um, my Realty, my Colorado Property Pros logo, but I can't see what's on the other side. So that's the challenge, is I'm assuming there's something on the other side.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's the other side for that one.
Well, there's gotta be, because there's the address. So there's gotta be something on the other side. I'm confused.
Hold on, let me check that one. No worries, it's okay. Carrie, I think for the postcards, those two, it already shows that basically that is the back and the front one.
Okay, I'm sorry, this is the back or the front? I'm sorry.
For example, for the postcard above, the
Uh-huh.
one with your photo, that should be the first page. And then the ones with the lines, that should be the back portion, I guess. That makes
Okay,
sense.
so let's do this. Let's see if we can put on the back page where we're gonna have an address like this. Let's do the Realty One Group Apex logo.
Okay.
And then when you've got a front like this, let's use the Colorado Property Pros.
Colorado.
So on the front, we'll always use Colorado Property Pros, and on the back, we'll always use ROG Apex. How's that?
Okay, got it.
Cool. All right. Thank you
Okay.
for your time. I'm gonna scoot off to another meeting.
Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you so much. Stay
Thanks.
safe.
Have a good one. Bye.